Alright, welcome folks to FiddleHed Fiddle Lessons. Let's do the tune Bury Me Beneath the Weeping Willow Tree. How sad. I'm gonna play the whole tune for you and then break it down for you part by part very slowly after that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you can get started by learning or playing the G major scale. Always a good idea, because if you play the scale first, it kind of gets your head in the game and your fingers in the game, and you're ready to go. It's like the sprinter getting ready to run the race and making sure their feet are in the blocks. So we can do the lower octave, but really we need the upper octave for this song. Okay, so without further ado, like my French, we're gonna do the first quarter of the A part. There's only an A part. Okay, here we go, first quarter. And with more flow. Alright, let's break it down. We start A3, going to E, then back to A3. Add A1. Alright. Add open A. Alright, do that again. Okay. And now we do a very similar thing. We start D3 and do this almost the same idea, but starting D3. Let's put those parts together. Okay, so this is the first quarter. If you get this, you also have the third quarter because they are identical. All right, so when you are learning tunes and you encounter key parts like this, a very smart idea would be to stay with this part and master it, because then the rest of the tune will be so much easier. So what we're going to do now is we're going to loop on this first quarter together. If that was too fast, I recommend pausing and looping even more. Or if you still need to work on it, really be honest with yourself. If you need to work on it more, take the time to do it now. It'll be worth that, worth your time. All right? So now let's move on to the second quarter of the song. With more flow. Starting open D, we go to 3. And then on A, open 1, 1. Then we add low 2, 1, open on A. Put together, we got. Here it is again. Even more slowly. All right. Third quarter is the same as the first, but let's review it. Now let's move on and do the fourth quarter of this song. with more flow. Okay, so it's all on the D string now. Let's see, we're gonna go open D to third finger. Open, 3, 2, open. Then we add 1, 2, 3 to end. So the endings of the fourth and the second quarter have very long notes. 2, 3, 4. Then we start over. I just wanted to point out that though I've notated that as one long note, you could break that up like so. You can break it into some smaller notes like quarter notes. Or you could just take a rest, like 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's a lot of subtle different ways you could interpret a tune and play it, like leaving little spaces here and there. So I just wanted to point that out. So we now have this whole tune. I recommend you review each of the quarters before we do the whole thing. Why don't you do that right now? Okay, and I'm now gonna play the entire song very slowly. You can feel free to play along if you're ready. And if you're not, just listening, because listening is practice too. Listening is practice too. Two, 3, 4. All right, so a few closing notes. If you know the song or want to learn it, a very good practice technique would be to take the first quarter, which is a line. Bury me beneath the willow. Sing it and then play it. So, bury me beneath the willow. Bury me beneath the willow. And so on. It's a great and powerful technique. Even if this tune didn't have lyrics, even if it was a straight up fiddle tune, you could do the same thing and just be like do 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 do, singing with do do do's, la la la's, la la la. It's a very, very powerful practice thing. Another kind of extra credit idea I'll give you is to try to play the tune starting on G3 or starting on D3 instead of A3. So I'm not even going to tab it out or do anything because it's the exact same fingering, just starting G3. So if you learn it well in the version I taught you, which starts A3, then you should be able to learn it, play it in this other scale. So the original scale, remember, is G major. When we started on D3, that's in C major. Okay, so that's it for this tune. Congrats on making it to the end of the lesson for your persistence. And we'll see you next time on FiddleHed. So long. Thanks for watching.